And it's gonna be a cold November when I look back and I remember fond memories of sweet days of old, fond memories linked with the black and the gold. And it's gonna be a cold November when I look back and I remember fond memories of sweet days of old, fond memories linked with the black and the gold. And it's gonna be a cold, and it's gonna be cold, and it's gonna be cold, a cold November when I look back and I remember fond memories of sweet days of old.
Alphas have always been at the forefront of solving injustices, societal ills, addressing issues within the black community, promoting higher education. So when I think of Alpha, I look at those who are servants of all, as we say, who are out there in the community leading these efforts. And I also feel that you should know an alpha man by his character, his morals, and his work ethic. And you should be able to identify an alpha man without having letters on. So I look at the fraternity with a great deal of respect. I'm humbled to be an alpha. I feel like I'm privileged to be an alpha. And I feel like I have a lifetime of work ahead of me to really have been a good alpha man. So I am a life member, and I've pledged my life that I'll be doing the work of an alpha man, so that someday I would have earned my letters by the time it's said and done.
A cold November when I look back and I remember fond memories of sweet days of old, fond memories linked with the black and the gold. And it's gonna be cold November when I look back.
What drew you to Alpha?
What drew me to Alpha was the leadership. One thing you notice about Alpha is no matter what, especially in the black community, when there's something great going on, there's always an alpha at the forefront, whether it's politics, education, or even the civil rights movement. The alpha is always at the forefront.
What can you say you gained most from Alpha since you joined?
Direction, of course leadership, and enthusiasm and motivation to do anything I wanted to do.
Some in pledge Kappa, no. Some pledge Q Psi. But I pledged Alpha Phi Alpha, and I'll be an alpha man until the day I die.
Before I got into Alpha Phi Alpha, I was just a regular guy from the south side of Chicago, just kind of, walking around trying to make it through. But Alpha's really just focused me, made me more goal-oriented. Now I feel that not only do I have a purpose for myself, but I have a privilege and opportunity to help other people out. I feel that it's now my duty to do something, do something positive, do something that's gonna make a difference, you know. So that's how Alpha's changed me.
Zoom, 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 my brother, I love my black and gold. Oh, six! I got a fever down in my body, a fever down in my soul, that Alpha fever. Zoom, 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 my brother, I love my black and gold. Oh, six! I got a fever down in my body, ooh. A fever down in my soul. Yeah, that Alpha fever.
I remember I crossed November 20th, and from that moment when I crossed those sands, I crossed into a brotherhood that is very meaningful. No matter where we go in life, the things that we've done in life, we know that we can always come back. To me, Alpha is just a great opportunity to change how young people think. It's an opportunity to revisit all the legacies. Alpha is something that can't ever be replaced or duplicated. A lot of come afterwards, and there's a rich history, you know, the foundation. To me, Alpha is the light that shines on young people that really want to change and see a change.
Hello, my name is Paul Julian. I am a senior, physical education major with a minor in nutrition at Northern Illinois University. I serve as this year's Assistant District Director for the District of Illinois, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. What Alpha means to me is a lot. It means more than anything. I have grown so much since growing in this fraternity. It's taught me more about my heritage, my people, and more about myself as well. My Phi chapter has a huge influence on my decision making as well and becoming the Alpha man. When I came to the campus of Northern Illinois University on the fall of 2010, I was immediately approached by my bro now, Elliot Eccles, Daryl Nelson, and Robert Sorsby. They challenged me to become better, even though I was a young man at the time, at the age of 18. They seen my potential early. From there, I went to a program called Knowledge of Self, where Brother Willard Draper really spoke to my heart and changed my whole mindset of my well-being. It was Knowledge of Self, Egyptology, ancient history. From then, my thirst for Alpha began. Overall, the fraternity Alpha Alpha Fraternity Incorporated has definitely changed my life. It's changed others' lives. It changed my life before I knew I was born. So I feel like joining this elite brotherhood has definitely impacted my life and will impact my future.
And it's gonna be a cold November when I look back, and I remember fond memories of sweet days of old, fond memories linked with the black and the gold. And it's gonna be a cold November when I look back, and I remember fond memories of sweet days of old, fond memories linked with the black and the gold. And it's gonna be a cold, and it's gonna be a cold, and it's gonna be a cold November when I look back, and I remember fond memories of sweet days of old, fond memories linked with the black and the gold, and it's gonna be a cold.